And how's it going, everybody? My name is Oz, here with another installment of the Omi-Cast, and we have a new special guest this week. Last week it was Yeezus. This week, it's Trigger. Without further ado, we'll go right into the introductions.
What's going on, you guys? It's always been a pleasure to be here, be with these guys, and it has been a while. I think we've been a little bit over 2 weeks and change due to all the things going on, but it's always a pleasure to be here. It's always fun. As you guys know, it's your favorite squid here, DD's, and hope you guys enjoy this cast. Oz?
You guys may know me already. My name is Oz, and I do this Omi-Cast thing with these other guys. It's pretty cool. You guys should check it out sometime.
Yeah. Nice.
Do it right now.
Check it out right now.
Yeah.
Do it. Pause whatever you're doing
follow-
and watch it right now.
Follow
Subscribe.
our LinkedIn, our Instagram, our what's that? What's some other weird social network?
YouTube,
thing?
Facebook.
Awesome.
MySpace.
No,
That's
no.
like
What's what's some weird social networking thing?
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. That's pretty weird.
LinkedIn, yeah.
No.
Google Plus.
Our monster job profile, our Google Plus
yes.
profile. Follow
That's
all those
right.
crazy things.
Check me out on Tinder.
Check me out. On Tinder. I'm
You gotta
also
put a
on.
winky face in.
You can. You'll see my
Wink.
profile picture. It's a picture of Ted McPain with his little star glasses on Tinder. Besides that, I'm Oz. Dev.
Hello, I'm Dev, and this is a podcast you're listening to, but not just any podcast, because this podcast has a cat. Anyways, Nauts is awesome. Lots of blah, 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 blah. Lots of things happening the last blah 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 last 2 weeks, and regarding different characters and a whole bunch of different changes. And we're going to talk about a little bit about that, and it's going to be awesome. Also, it's really nice to have Trigger on here too.
Yep.
Go for it, Nada.
Me, but I don't want to. Hey,
Well, you're
how-
going to
how-
have to.
Yes, I know. Alright, I'm Nada. You may or may not know me from either Twitch, YouTube, or the forums. You might have seen me in game. I play a lot of Raylan, but also a lot of other Nauts, and I usually just hang around everywhere where Nauts is. You'll find me lurking in the corner. And I think that's me in Nauts. But who is that? Who's that new guy we got over here?
Who is that?
What?
Caution, trigger warning.
Me?
Trigger warning. Trigger warning.
What's up, guys? I'm Triggerfinger. I have played for 2 years since Scolders release, was it? And if you see me in queue, you can see me play Scree, Frog, Scoob, and Ted and Nips on the side.
Us?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the.
Damn.
Those are the glasses.
You have to explain what your profile picture is for everyone watching.
It's a bear tato with a helmet. Was made by Tri99ah from the forums.
But what's that thing next to it?
Middles. Scree
Oh,
Scoop.
metal.
I love Scree Scoop.
Oh.
Yeah, well, my Steam pick is more updated.
Right.
All right. Well, welcome aboard. This
Welcome.
is.
Yeah. Welcome to the
is-
Google Plus boat, where we talk about awesome nods.
What
That
is
is-
Google? What is Google?
What is Google? That's a good question.
Let me go
We see
Google. I'll get
when
back
Ted
to you.
and Raylan love each other very much.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's
We'll go
Lone
straight into
Star.
character. We have our character discussion going today.
No,
Uh,
yeah, that's right.
Most of these topics were brought to you by
Let's-
Trigger and the
Yep.
forums.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And that is why
our
he's here.
guest, let's talk
Yeah.
about some characters. What characters would you like to discuss?
Well, obviously Scree and Ted, obviously, and maybe a bit of Lone.
Lone Star, yes.
Yeah.
Lone Star.
That's good.
Open.
Yeah, for you Americans.
That would be
we
me.
measure
Wow.
We're Americans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Providing it in
And
all
I
those.
love you
our
too.
cowboys. We like
Yes.
cowboys, okay?
We love cowboys.
You don't
Well-
see it right now, but Oz is actually wrangling cows as we speak.
Yeah.
He's using his pants to wrangle cows.
Yeah.
That's why the
That's-
sheet is there. Just a little
Yeah,
horse
exactly.
ranch in the back.
You don't
He
want
lets-
to. Oh, it goes underneath the table.
He tries to lasso me.
Yeah, every
that's-
once in a while. Every once in a
Yeah.
while.
All right, so well, how about we
What?
just get off right? Start with Scree. I know you're a Scree main,
Yes.
and you do things that are pretty cool.
Yeah. Smoke weed things.
That's not very discreet.
Oh, literally.
Smoke weed,
things.
lings,
That's-
weedlings.
Yeah.
He said
Provider-
weedlings.
Yeah.
And there were a bag of weedlings. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good price for it.
Yeah, back pocket.
But
I love
Trigger,
that weasel voice.
Since you're a Scree man, I kind of want to ask because I don't picture Scree being prioritized in any map. Like, as a Scree player, what's your favorite map to play?
Rivet, obviously. The middle control is good. The totem can block any access to the top. And also bottom if you are quick enough for that. And have good skills, obviously.
So Scree is a skillful character to play? Like, you can't just go around chasing people with auto attack?
No. Why would you do
casual.
so?
I'm casual about that. I'm casual with auto aim. Yeah, but still, he's like the easiest of the Starstorm not because of that auto aim. And so also he has received nerfs in the past.
Well, yeah, the speed up. I think the speed up on when he was attacking was the most significant.
Or there was a lack of speed penalty that was the issue there. So you got a speed penalty when you shoot, so if you fire every so often, you get slowed down.
Yeah, it was sad. Yeah, and the second one was the Soul Blade on the steel drum damage on droids only. That's a bit hurt his creep clearing, and now he has to spend more time clearing that. And build into AA mostly, since obviously it won't do only about 20 damage, plus the 200. Yeah.
I'm actually a bit surprised you didn't say Agion, because we all know that sick trick.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
The jumper trick. The bane of my existence.
Yeah.
Always get caught in that.
If you do it good, then you kill anyone.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Except for Durple though. Durple just sieges up and he's like, nah.
We don't talk about him.
We do not talk about the Durple here. Not the Durple.
Yeah.
So Oz will get on you.
Yes, Oz.
The Durple.
You guys hate on Durple so much, and one day you're just gonna realize that he's
hashtag hate Durple for life.
You saw my Durple though.
He's going to kill all of you. You don't understand this. You will suffer the wrath of him.
Maybe when he can throw his snares one day.
Hashtag Durple for life.
And then you spell life with YF. Life.
Yeah, it's life. That's life for you.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Durple was my first main. Fun fact.
Nice.
Ooh, you're a Durple player.
Yeah, I was stupid.
There you go.
Well, hey, Dev.
No.
Dev, I have a question for you. When you play against a Scree, what is the best naught? What is the best naught you can play against Scree? What are you most comfortable with against a Scree?
It depends how the Scree builds. Usually it's auto attack and saw blade damage. Usually you want somebody who can counter his mobility or hold him down. So the two nauts I actually find that work really well against him are Swiggins if you have a bit of anchor HP and you wait for him to pop his saw first. Otherwise, you want somebody that's really fast to chase him up or have someone to really hold him down. So actually Genji's a really good option with Cocoon just to basically pin him in the spot and then use the Nebula Desk to slow him down as teammates pop him up with shots and not drugs.
Just anyone that's small and mobile, to be fair, because Scree kind of preys on big clunky characters since he can chase them as well as get the auto attack off and get tons of saw damage when they're not expecting it.
Plus Raylan.
Draw out,
Plus Raylan. I was about to say plus Raylan.
One thing that I have to say about Scree.
You'll never get me. I could just snipe in my Rift. You'll have no DPS.
No,
That's true.
One thing that I do want to say about Scree is I think he's a post-burst character. That's, in my opinion, what he excels in. Right after the burst happens, he's able to hunt people down, and I think that's where he excels the most. He's not really too crazy in team fights. Obviously, he has a totem, which can effectively block off a lane completely.
Oh, yes, we saw that.
Yes.
After the burst, that's where he excels the most. He doesn't do great amounts of damage in team fights, but after that, he just goes on a spree.
Yeah.
That's spree.
Slow plus attack speed deadly against clunkier knots. Like Clunk.
Like Clunk, yeah.
Clunky knots like Clunk.
Clunkier.
But no, he definitely excels at singling people out. In team fights, he's very hard to use. I don't know why, whenever I play a Scree, I play a Penny on the opposite team. And I find it to be the funniest thing to get slow and 2 stages of AA and watch that Penny struggle to catch me. It is one of the most satisfying things to see a Penny trying to jump 3 or 4 times and still not even be able to get to my height.
He's just like waving down.
No, I have a thing that trumps that, because if you get a cat Durple and you get the chain length on Swiggins, you can chain him down, and he tries to float to get the cats above you, and one jump, you end up being higher than him. So it's literally
one day.
One
Only
day.
buff him, maybe.
One day.
One day he'll be able to reach me,
I'll go
but
triple,
not
you go
that.
squid. Let's see what happens.
I'll be frog. I'll just toss the anchor and just absorb the nuke with the anchor.
Nah, but Scree's definitely an awesome character to play. I do want to see more people practicing, I guess, trick shot totems or being really well-placed totems in terms of that.
Actually, knockback totems are so fun to watch.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Just not enough people play them.
Win team fights. One good knockback and you win team fights. One bad knockback and you just, for example, that exploding clock you see, put that knockback totem behind him, boom, in your face.
Oh no, a bad Scolier who throws an exploding clunk towards you. Scariest thing ever.
Like our teammate with Eve every single time. Hey guys, you ready? Yeah, I guess we are. Why? What's happening? Just see a clunk ready to explode already in our face.
And like the best taunt ever is when he's just like target acquired, engaging, poof.
That was a perfect throw for him.
That's actually that is probably Scree, but what about Ted? Let's talk about Ted.
We've seen your Ted in competitive play, Trigger. We've seen it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's good on Ribbit, obviously, the middle control with airstrike. And I say also Sorona, and pretty much everyone with bottom lane. Because since it's airstrike and put that top lane in pressure. And if you get that piercing, you can also be in top lane. And his DPS, scariest thing ever. Still, max impact and damage, that 78 damage just shreds any knot.
Well, you said the Stimpack. Like, I've seen a lot of Teds just go straight into damage and airstrike. And was that, like, something you would do? Because I feel Ted as a brawler, he's more oriented at being an early game pusher, getting that poke off with the turret.
Yeah, the Stimpack gives, like, 35% more damage, but it's only 3 seconds. While one stage of Commando Ted gives you more damage than the Stimpack duration. So it's like, I like to grab one stage of damage, or just max AA damage before getting Stimpack. Because I can get that consistent damage before, but instead of just that 3 second damage boost attack speed.
And what about on AI Station? Because I don't see AI Station being a TED-oriented map. It's too big, too much space to juke those things.
Any bottom lane of a map is a
especially
TED-oriented map.
It's too easy to juke that airstrike.
Or so you think. So you think.
I feel like
Ted is a lot scarier on
a Oz disagreeing spree.
So.
You know, you guys are just hating on me. You hate the Durple, you disagree with my Ted. You know what, guys? Let's see how it is. One day I'm gonna be a Durple and queue against you guys.
And
one day
you guys are going to dread it.
Next day, I'll be officers of Durple. IRL.
Yeah. It's just like Durple is actually going to show up in the cast and just explode as well.
That was a Durple impression. I hope.
Probably, yeah, it was. It sounded like it.
No, but here's the thing with Ted. I play Ted, and every bottom lane of every map is a Ted map. That's it.
Counter-circling. Durples, Raylins, Kugels, or any knot that camps Yuris, they just put airstrike in the middle, and they're gone. Or they
Exactly.
Well, there is this thing called walking to either the left or the right, and it's actually quite utilized.
No, I haven't heard of that. Is that a new strategy?
No,
What is
it's in the beta only, but you can, if you press A or D, you can actually move left and right.
Nah, Oz doesn't know it. Yeah, no, don't know it.
No, don't worry. It's very
play Durple,
beta,
doesn't matter.
and it's they don't really apply to the real game yet, and I mean something solo queue joke.
Yeah, while you put your airstrike in team fight, well, it may not do damage in the nice area. Like if you put it behind the enemy team, they have the option to either go into your team and fight, or run into the airstrike and get damage.
Yeah, very good zoning, that's for sure.
And then once you get the Stimpack stun, I mean, at that point, it's basically you could shoot the airstrike anywhere, and as long as they're walking into it, rock the stun, get the airstrike damage, and have them cry and cower in fear while they run away.
Bye-bye, RBA Frog. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
well,
RBA Frog? You think a frog counters me? Yeah, okay. That's a good joke.
You think you're countering me? You don't know who you're messing with. You don't know who you're messing with.
This is war, son.
Insert Ted taunt.
Look at all
What
those
is
muscles.
But what other characters are there that pretty much have a strong presence on maps? I would say Yuri on Ribbit, obviously for map controller, non-Ribbit.
Yuri
but,
anywhere.
Like, Yuri anywhere? Oh, okay.
Yuri
Anywhere.
what?
Anywhere. The
This whole
reason
day is like
being-
disagreement day.
It depends on locations inside the map, but it's just there are certain choke points you can deny of mines. So, say AI Station 205, you can put mines in the top lane, or you can, if the turrets are opened up, if the top turret's still up and your bottom turret's down, you can put mines on the bottom and still kind of cover both towers at the same time. Agulon, you can put the mines in the jump pads, put them in the stealth bushes, deny lots of area there, and there's not a lot of area to move around. Ribbit, the jump pad, because there's only one jump pad.
You turn to
You'll die.
fireworks once you bounce up and then you hit the top.
Pretty much. And then Sorona is just like, hey, I can fly in the sky and poop mines from the sky, you can't hit me.
Actually, I wanna add something to Zerona, because on the bottom lane there's a glass platform right next to the turret. If you on the that is on the edge towards mid, because this applies to both teams, if you place like 3 mines there, people are bound to just like drop down into them because they want to defend the turret,
Yeah.
and boom go. There's
Boom
a bit
goes
of
the
Durple there.
dynamite.
Boom
there.
goes
No,
the
no.
dynamite.
And then there's
Boom,
some
boom,
Durple
boom.
over there, a Durple over there, and Durple over there. There's a piece of Durple there.
There's a lot of Durple everywhere.
So help me God. One day.
One day.
One of these days I'm gonna snipe you in a game with a Durple and you are gonna
I
be
know.
really
I actually
upset.
feel kind of bad because I've
And
played
it's gonna
quite
be
a lot of
playtime
Durple
with Freeland.
recently.
Yeah, get buff. Yeah, Dribble comes muscled.
So you know what? No. Everybody's hating on Durple. Let's talk about Durple a little bit. Let's talk
Yeah.
about Durple.
You
So
know-
his new
applies.
snares. His
I
new snares.
Price
Stairs.
buffs. Price
Oh,
buffs.
man.
A lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
That is a
Very
pretty big buff.
Yeah,
on
that
snares.
is-
Pretty big. You got
Durple
buff.
just good in Ribbit, and then other maps he really needs a good player behind him or controlling.
I like
him.
Sorona.
Agilon's pretty good for him, actually.
I love Sorona. I think Ribbit is boring with Durple. I love Sorona though. Sorona is one of those maps where you just turn into like you have this moment of like ready to deploy payload, Captain, and yes sir, and then you just
Wheech. And you YOLO.
yeah.
You become one with the nuke.
You become
Wow.
Guys.
I'm sorry, Oz.
Please.
Whoa.
Please. Buff.
Whoa.
Hashtag Oslav.
Hashtag Durple.
Hashtag Durple, yes.
Everyone
Oh,
yes.
Everyone hug him. Everyone hug him.
I actually like Durple and Sorona. Sorry.
It's the running joke of this cast to just pick on Durple now, so...
You guys just hate Durple so much, and I don't understand why.
No,
just
I
slightly
hate Penny
above.
more than Durple,
I
but
don't
Durple's
think
just-
we can even if we say that hey Durple's actually okay, Oz is not gonna care. He's just gonna say why are you hating on Durple?
Why are you... Durple's
Alright,
a good
I'll hate
character.
on
Why are you
Durple
hating on
for the
Durple?
Oz is gonna cry.
I'm gonna hate on Durple for one reason. Because your team has to focus their build revolving around you. That's
Yes.
why I don't like Durple.
Durple is a team core. When do people get that? Durple is a team core. You
You
That's
have
the
to
backbone.
protect your Durple. Your Durple is basically going to be your major source of damage output, and he's going to be your bait. If you can bait your Durple,
Sure.
keep him alive, and pick up the kill after he drops the nuke, that's a good team. The only thing is, you have to build around the Durple. So you can't, sometimes you may not be able to go with your regular build. This just goes with anything as well. If you're a solo queue player, and you see a Ted building into
Ew.
airstrikes, build into some CC, build into some stun,
Stun.
so that he can land them. Anything.
Oh, on your team. I was thinking enemies. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
no. If you're in solo queue and you're playing with your teammate, who obviously you don't know,
or do you?
because it's
You don't know.
solo queue.
Oh.
But just
Always
build
on
around your team, and I can't stress this enough. You gotta build around your team.
Mm-hmm.
Teamwork
That's
is
like,
OP.
but there is also this one when Durple just does this thing of like you go and you're ready for the team fight and then they run away. 2 seconds later, this awkward big lump of thing comes down and explodes and walk away awkwardly. That happens too much. When Durple does not do his part and you have wasted 3 slots on CC and other things to actually help your Durple, and he's just like over there like pretending it's 4th of July.
The 4th of July.
That's pretty
Wow.
good. That's pretty good, Dev. I gotta say. But what are you guys doing?
Sorry.
If you're
Yeah.
imitating Derpal, hey, we need to be aware, okay? Derpal may not
Derpal, we're in this
have
hashtag.
all the
Just
screws in
minus.
his head, but Derpal is... You know
Science,
what? Screw you guys, Derpal's awesome.
Science skin, please.
No, Derpal is awesome.
Do you like
But let's
Derpal or do you like
talk-
Susie?
Let's talk about the distinct advantages that some characters have over others on certain maps. Let's say, I don't know, Derpal on Ribbit.
Oh,
What could
Snapchat.
possibly,
random.
what could possibly be overpowered or powerful on that?
the
Well,
old
how
jump pad
about
glitch.
silent snares that last forever and you just fly up in them and you're like, what's this? Where's my face?
Where's
my
everything?
face?
We need
Where did
coin
my
traps
health
now.
bar go?
Yeah,
just
I
looks-
know.
Just touches his head. Where is it?
I don't know,
Right
but I've
there.
seen a lot of map-oriented characters like Derpal on Ribbit. They're just stall characters in a way. They're area of denial characters that block an area because that's all, for the most part, if they build into it, that's all they're good for. You can put mines there, you can put snares there and everything like that, but until you become aggressive, they're just area of denial. So unless your team revolves around that, like Haas says, you got to build around the Derpal or anything with that kind of snare, then you're not doing much. You're just holding mid. So,
Yep.
I don't know. I want to see more penny pounces into a snare. I want to see more tongues into a snares. Stuff
Scold
that,
your throws.
Yeah,
Scold
scold
your
your throws
Oh,
throws
yeah,
into
into
those are
snares.
nice.
That's what I
Oh,
have on
you
my
mean
team.
Skoldir's base mighty throw?
No, Axeler trophy across
Mighty
the map.
throw. Mighty.
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 Mighty throw? That thing throws you halfway across the map.
Yeah.
It
I
does.
have done, yeah, I've done that.
But
I've done
Yuri on Ribbit. What could possibly go wrong there?
mine.
Oh,
Teammates. Mine.
I'll tell you. What if he can't get into mid?
What if he gets into mid? Oh,
What if he can't get into mid?
What if he
Oh,
can't
well,
get
you
into
know
mid?
he's gonna get into it. Don't be unrealistic. Unless the Yuri actually decides to go full healing bubble pills, he's gonna get into
Okay.
I'm not too
Besides
sure
YouTube
about that.
I don't know about that, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't know. We saw a little bit earlier. Yuri kind of got shut down out of mid, and he was just did nothing. He
Yeah,
couldn't
it
do
really affects
anything.
him greatly.
He did nothing.
If he, nothing at all.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
But it goes
But
the same
yeah.
way. For
Nothing
either
at
Yuri or Derpal, what if they can't get into mid? Like, you're pretty much playing an area of denial character where you can't get into the area you're trying to deny. So,
Well, I think like both for Yuri and for Derpal, they both have really good abilities for flushing. Like Derpal can just fly up high, and he is like, "Whoops, target acquired. 1, 2, 3. I'm in mid now. Go away. Kaboom."
Or you can throw safe nukes into the bushes without risking yourself as well.
Well, it's fun. It's more fun risking yourself. You know that.
Yeah.
They
who
don't
else is
YOLO.
a mid-control character? Trigga, name a character that's, like, holding area of denial. I would say nah, but, like,
Yeah.
you pick one.
Yeah, no. I'd say. Coco.
Coco's
Coco is
Oh, yeah.
everything. That doesn't count.
I didn't
Coco's
know
a
it was
zoning
Yeah,
character.
Coco's got
yeah.
everything.
Who else needs it?
Sentry.
Sentry.
Oh, that's a good
No,
sign.
Clunk.
yeah.
Leon.
Sentry's actually a good one.
Clunk's presence holds mid. He himself cannot hold mid though.
No.
a scary
He can
Yeah,
suicide hold mid.
bush.
I don't know.
If
Whenever,
any, Clunk
whenever
is,
I played a Clunk and I went into mid, everybody just kind of cleared out. They didn't really. I didn't even explode. They just kind of said, "Yeah, we're not about that. You got it, man. You can.
Yeah,
you
it's-
have that.
yeah,
We'll
you
be
know what,
back in a
that's-
little bit."
It's just because they're being polite. They're trying to give you
Oh,
the
right.
adequate room because
Right,
you're such a big
'cause I'm a
character.
bigger guy. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
like.
would,
I
I
don't-
would say Leon too. I would say Leon too.
Oh yeah.
If he's with a, for example, Yuri, Clunk, Derpal, that is a deadly.
That,
Or even
that-
Ray. I could say Ray can hold mid pretty well.
yeah.
Time rift.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
rift.
Duration rift is
Yeah.
sick. Oh, I love it. The fun thing about
It
duration
depends
rift
on
is,
the map.
oh my god, I love it because people jump back into it. It's great. Like, oh, it's rift is out now. Why should
And then there's another 2 seconds of it.
and then they sizzle up.
I've witnessed the TED airstrike being slowed down into a rift, and they've
Yeah.
had slow
I
duration.
love it.
Oh,
I love it.
Yeah.
That's so
It's
fun.
so fun because
Especially
they don't know where to go. They'll like bounce
like,
to the
what
left,
is
try to
it?
juke it, and then come back in and still
Like,
be like,
it's
oh wait,
there?
it's
Is it
still there.
I've seen
Yep.
it like double
Oh.
airstrike on a slow rift, and it was like people went in and then they like just looked at it, And then the
What?
first airstrike came and people were like back in, but then the next airstrike came and they're like, lag. Lag, that's what happened. Lag.
Wow.
That's good, though. I love it when it goes into the timers because I think to myself, all right, well, you know what? I got a few seconds.
Let's
My
do it.
cooldown's gonna go, and somebody may walk into it. 9 times out of 10, they do. They really
Oh, yeah.
underestimate it. Like,
Alright,
should I
got it.
go? Maybe I should go? No, I can't.
Sometimes
All
it's
right,
hard
go
to
now,
know.
now. And then they
I just
get
passive.
behind.
I just pressed in place what is here. Where did he go?
But that's Ribbit. Let's talk about Augion. Which characters do you
Augion.
believe have an advantage in
Clunk.
Augion?
Skull deer.
Froggy.
Yeah, Clunk and
Skull
Skull
Deer.
Deer. Any displacement or any high burst characters that can optimize the invisibility orb.
Yep.
Also Froggy.
Froggy. Yep.
Yeah,
Froggy
Froggy
is
has
Froggy.
the pure stat.
The
burst.
burst.
Just mobility.
Yeah.
That's my thing with it.
Mm-hmm.
I would
And,
keep
yeah.
Coco and Penny too.
Penny
That's
can
the-
fly
Coco
through the
and
mid.
Penny doesn't
Yeah.
count. They
Sorry,
never
sorry,
count.
does. Please no.
But in particular, Penny can fly up from the bottom to the mid, just through the bottom gateway or whatever is the drop.
Yeah.
With just her jumps, I believe it is.
Yeah.
What about Serona?
Vinny.
Durble, Yuri.
Yeah,
I think
Yuri.
they called
Vinny,
Bush.
Vinny.
I really actually
So-
like Yuri in that map though.
Vinny on Serona for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vinny's definitely got some mobility.
I take Penny too.
Ooh, and Clunk.
Oh, yes.
1, 2,
Clunk
3,
on
fire.
Serona.
Drop.
Oh, that's awesome. So we've been talking about maps and characters, how they have an advantage on certain maps. Let's talk about how we can counter those advantages. How do we counter a Derple on Ribbit?
Step
You
1,
laugh.
get a Raylan. Step 2,
Arbe.
profit.
Scream, saw.
Scream,
Just saw.
yeah.
That's
true.
you forgot that Derple is sad because everything counters or heart counters him. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he
Takes
misses
airstrike.
his burst, yeah, there's really not much he
Takes
can.
airstrike,
do.
time, rift, soul, blade.
Cocoa
Just
Ball,
anything.
Nibs
Coco- yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Just anything.
even Clunk explode is gonna do more damage if you go in and bite with the
Even bull. Even bull.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Techno Viking helmet.
Techno Viking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just way too many things.
What is this
Sadly.
damage?
Maybe the only thing that wouldn't really counter him would be Leon to a degree, because Siege
No,
Mode
you
prevents
could
the
just-
tongue
Froggy
displacement.
RBAY.
Froggy Arbe, but Leon,
Frog,
the thing is, he just has to take his moments. If he gets like
That's true.
even one stage of Silent Song or just tongue in general, and you wait till a Derple gets out of siege mode, all his cooldowns are up. He only has a snare trap, and you're pulling him towards you. So if he's usually, for the most part, the way I see Derples play, they get in siege mode, send a nuke, but they're near a jump pad because they're trying to plan their escape, or at least good Derples in higher leagues. And so if you tongue them past that jump pad, they're pretty much stuck. You can body block, they have a snare, they can't do much, and since they're doing that, it's most likely they're built into nuke, so they don't have cat damage. And I don't know, it's just way too many things to counter Derple, sadly.
What about a cat
Mhm.
Derple? How do you counter a cat Derple?
You
Swiggins.
win the early
Stay
game.
above him. Stay above him. That's
More
what
damage.
it is.
Stay above him.
More damage. More damage.
Clunk actually does really well against him, because Clunk has the hover jump as well as Sentry.
Yeah, and then you
Mhm.
just have both of them just coming into each other like one.
Another cat Derple.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, a late game cat Derple, like a max build, that's scary. Even
Yeah,
counters
that
to that,
hurts.
that's
Yeah.
scary and hurts.
At 20 damage.
20 damage, rapid fire, machine
Yeah.
gun cat style thing.
The Gatling gun.
They should rename. They should rename the skill MLCat. MLC.
MLK.
MLC. MLCat.
Hey Dev, can you shoot your cat? No, not like that,
No,
but
just-
like fire it.
Shoot. Shoot. Oh.
Yes. No, like shoot.
There we
Do,
go.
do you have a gun that fires cats?
No, I
Just
don't.
fling
I've
it
got a
across the
cat
room
that
and be
plays
like, 20 damage.
My
20 damage.
No, he's not the he's not Batcat. You got to put a little bat suit on him.
Oh,
and then
yes.
throw.
Yeah, there we go.
Then
my,
you'll-
my cat heart is melting.
Oh.
Anyway, how do we counter a Coco on a? No, I'm just kidding. How do we counter a? How do we count? Well, we already said it, Yuri.
What about
just kinda
Frog?
keep
Frog
landing.
is someone that a
How
lot
do
of
you
people
counter
struggle.
Frog's CC? CC.
Pretty
Every-
much, yeah.
Skulls
Or
claws,
wait
CC.
till his dash is out. If he doesn't have his dash, it's a lot easier. So if you waste that cooldown, that's your thing to go in. Much
I find
like a
that counter
Genji.
initiation works really well in Frog. If you have a stun or a micro stun, anything that
Swiggins.
can threaten him. Swiggins and other frogs actually.
Yeah, Swiggins is a great burster, but he's also a great counter, which is why I think he's one of the best characters in the game at the moment. He locks
Counters
down
OP
anyone.
knots. Counters OP knots. Swiggins.
He counters a lot of people.
He counters OP knots, so he is OP in itself.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
argument,
that's
Yeah.
that
what-
argument
yeah.
is so stupid to me. It's just so dumb.
Easy
Oh, you're
OP.
angry because a character counters you? Oh, he must be S tier. No.
Yeah.
If a character counters OP characters,
Exactly.
Does it make
him
no,
OP?
no.
Well, Swiggins is good. Like, he has both burst and DPS as well as sustain. Well, the
He is
whole
very
package.
powerful.
Still about
He is.
but, yeah.
He is
Yeah.
very powerful.
He
But-
has the
and
whole
he
package,
is
I mean.
so easy to kill sometimes.
yeah,
If you catch him alone in a 2v1,
or if he hooks wrong,
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, Skull has initiated a Scolder, I'll just throw you away.
Well, that
It's
kind
kind
of
of like
works the
Yuri in
same.
that sense.
Well, if you have stun, you might have a chance of getting away.
Yeah, but still.
Because if you completely
If you
miss,
can
then
BKM.
you're
If
Treasure
he can.
lottery map.
Oh. Yeah, but no.
Oh yeah, that upgrade has changed. It's not the
Yeah,
silly.
it's not the money. It's the CC
know,
immunity
I
for 1
know.
second,
Money,
which
money,
means I still use
money.
stun.
I like the upgrade being the money one because then we could make fun of it. That's
We can make fun of it now.
no,
You
we
guys make fun of
can't.
it now
'cause
because
it's-
nobody picks it up anyways.
I sometimes pick it up. If you're trying to go against a Derpel or a
I guess so.
Skoldir, if you don't want to get thrown, then you can hook in, safely counter the throw initiation, and just back off. So it's a safe way to poke. But there's
You
definitely
should
better
grab
upgrades.
stun for that though. I mean, with Derpel it makes sense with the snare traps, but with Skoldir I think stun's a little bit more effective in general.
I've played laggy Skoldirs that can anticipate
different.
the hook, and they'll throw right before I hook
Does
in.
it count?
Yeah, and the double damage goes in, and I just get thrown across the map right as soon as that happens. But, I don't know. There's a lot...
I don't know. I don't know. Something.
There's a lot of nauts that counter each other, but in a way that's how the game is supposed to be played. This is why, hopefully in the future, we'll get more nauts to play, because that just means more variability throughout what gets countered, what gets played, what's in certain tiers and sections, and whatever the community wants to label them as. It's just how the game is played, which a lot of people, I think on the forums, I can't remember the name, they were suggesting that everyone has a skill that pretty much has no counters. Kind of like, and either an invincibility dash or like a Coco Ball with AoE or something with piercing and something like that. And I complained with them on the forums because why would you do that? Say for Coco Ball, like there really is no counter to that. She can shoot the ball, you just have to juke it. You can't really do anything about it. Even Scree Totem doesn't block it. Hammer, what else? Penny Pulse. That's what makes those characters good. You just have to instead counter their mobility. So
One
pretty
thing
much
that I
CC and Snare.
really like to see in the future when we get more knots, once Swords and Soldiers 2 comes out, and all of Ronimo is focused on awesome knots.
Come back. We've missed you, Ronimo.
We've missed you guys. Come back. I have a really nice pillow. I just got it. You guys can sleep in my bed.
Aw.
I'll sleep on the couch downstairs.
Oh, okay.
If you need
Buff the
anything,
pillow.
let buff the pillow. Yeah, the pillow needs
yeah,
buffing.
Yeah, he's buffing.
Actually, Oz is gonna go ahead and buff the pillow for you.
Blood-free sleep.
Fluff the pillow.
Fluff and buff.
One
Oh, yeah.
thing that I really want to see is more designated knot roles. This is one
Yeah.
thing that a lot of knots can play their role, but also kind of have sub roles in it. Scree, okay, he's a hunter in my opinion. That's the only
Harasser.
way I can. Yeah, he's harasser. He's a hunter, and he's also classified as an assassin, but he doesn't have the high burst in my opinion to
damage.
be an
Wow.
assassin.
Also,
70
area deny.
damage.
Yeah. Well, also he can push very well with Totem.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, though. How many sub roles does he have? That's what kind of confuses me.
Your dog
Swiggins,
actually like a
initiator, snare,
Semi-tank.
CC, tank. That's a lot of roles for just one knot. And Awesome Knots is a very fast-paced game, so I can understand why so many characters can acquire or be attributed to sub roles. But I think we need more role-specific knots. Coco, what is Coco?
Everything.
Harasser,
Everything besides
brawler.
a tank. Pusher,
Yeah.
harasser,
Yep.
brawler, tank, not tank, excuse me.
Not
Like
early
turret-
game tank, late
Turret
game
terror.
tank.
Arguments.
Exactly. So, and it's same thing goes for Penny. What's Penny? Everything.
Plus
Assassin's
silence.
Initiator.
Everything plus silence.
Exactly. Besides tank. Once you catch Penny off charges and off cooldowns, she's dead. But you have to catch her off three things: charges and cooldowns.
And jumps.
And then she can fly away too.
And
yeah,
jumps. Yeah. I don't know. There are just too many nauts that can do too many things. But but like I said before, that goes with nauts being a very fast-paced game. We kind of need that. But at the same time, I want to see some more designated naut roles. Scoop. What is Scoop? He is designated to be the tank and team player. That is what he is designated to do, and he plays that role to the best of its ability.
He is what others would call the real MVP.
Basically.
Yeah.
The real MVP.
Nice.
Nice. That's just my opinion on the matter.
No,
So
I
then,
totally
Oz,
agree.
would you? Okay, go ahead, deities.
I just wanted
Yeah.
to confirm about Scoop because he's like the backbone of a team. He pretty much can snare early game, he can upgrade his snares or do burst damage. So he has that split until late game, whichever one is pretty much really powerful in whatever they're choosing. But he's a tank and a CC character. That's pretty much all he does. He can't really chase unless he gets yellow snow cone, but even then, he's decent at clearing, about the same as everyone else, and he doesn't accelerate other than tanking damage, healing up, doing a counter burst, and lots of CC for the setups. So, but Dev, you had a topic?
Yeah, actually, I just want to bring up a question to Oz. So, with our characters we have in game right now, would you like to see them stay as is, more or less, and then introduce more specialized characters? So you have a combination of generalized characters that kind of jack all trades compared to kings of their own respective, I guess, role? Is that something you'd like to see?
I don't think they can change what's already in the game. Everybody's used to that. This is what everybody's been using since day one. We've seen a lot of this. Some have been nerfed, some have been buffed, but for the most part, the cast of nauts right now is generalized. They can do a lot of things. They have a lot of sub roles, and I don't believe that can change by itself. The only thing that they did change is they kind of really changed up the mechanics with his weedlings, which made him a little bit more of a pusher as opposed to a zoning character.
I like the nod changes. Really well played by
like the
Ron.
nod
Yep.
changes.
Yeah, they're really cool.
But
Both are annoying, but the newer one is better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Since no more
Yeah.
zoning, just pushing.
Exactly.
Aggressive wheeling placement.
You know what? I like the changes, but it just made No have to actually care to be a dick about things. Like, I mean, so in the old No, he could just, fire and forget, plays a Weedling, lol, HP forever. Now he has to go back up and plays it, but it's still there. He just has to pay attention to it, and it does damage. It scales up damage even more. So I guess it's a win-lose, but I like the direction it's going anyway.
I want to see what they do with Voltar. They promised us an overhaul, so
Yeah.
patiently waiting that. Bring back
We also
the
got that
Voltar.
Ayla rework as well.
Oh
Ayla
my
rework
god, the
becomes
Ayla
overpowered
rework.
again.
Ayla is so fast.
She's so awesome.
So fast.
Gotta go fast.
You do
It's so
not
literally-
need a
I
Raylan
don't
speed
know.
Ayla.
If you guys have ever played Smash Brothers when Sonic gets his ultimate smash, I don't know if anybody's ever seen that.
Total silence.
How fast that Sonic goes is absolutely ridiculous. Basically, he just becomes this ball of energy and flies across the screen. Like, you tick your pad once, or joystick, whatever you call it, controller, joystick. I heard
It's a
it
control
called both.
stick.
A control stick. But you flick it
analog
once,
stick?
and he's basically across
D-pad,
the screen in
analog
about
stick.
a half a second. Ayla with Gumball now? Oh
Gumball.
my god.
Rubber band ball?
Rubber band ball. She's just so fast. You can't stop her. Except with CC and a kill, then you can stop her.
Well, even then, because
Aren't you talking about tricycle? Wait, no.
No,
Nope,
rubber
it's
band ball.
rubber band ball
And
now.
And
Yeah, that's-
tricycle.
Tricycle's not as good as
No,
rubber
that's-
band ball at the moment,
The
though.
rubber
just
band
because of a
is
couple
out
things.
of rage, and yeah, you're right. Like in and out rage, I getcha.
It's just that
Oh, man.
post-rage chase that she has, plus the upgrade auto attack, which the speed right now is crazy. She swings at
also
like 40
self-sufficient
beats
now.
per second.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
also self-sufficient. She can heal up with that half a second cooldown on rage.
Actually,
I've
with
seen
the full
great
rubber band
plays.
ball.
Yeah, the full rubber band ball, she literally doesn't need creeps or anything and just can passively heal herself. Goes into rage, does a little thing, dance around, goes out of range and collects all the bubbles, instantly full
Just a
or
little.
like half health. Yep.
Heals. Oh, Dev, you got the moves, Dev. Go, Dev. Nice.
So,
The moves like Jagger.
we've talked about characters that have had a certain advantage on a map.
Oh.
We've talked about you guys hating on Durple so much. And we've
Yay.
also talked about the counters to certain nauts. Let's talk
Including
about
Durple.
upgrade. Including Durple. You know what? I'm getting really sick and tired of it, guys.
And we're just
bad.
laughing at you. This is like
Yeah.
the start of a really bad horror
Let's-
movie. Like,
let's-
one day.
One day I'll explode.
You
Bring a
man,
Durple into the
bro.
office and you're all dead.
Come at me,
But-
bro.
We've spoken about those things. Let's discuss upgrades and how certain upgrades can counter certain characters. There are no more counters to Ted, though. Froggy can no longer counter Ted. Isn't it a wonderful thing?
Yeah.
There's still counters.
Hey,
Troll
you can still
party.
counter Ted, yeah.
Yeah.
I have dreams. I can dream, okay?
Oz has a dream that one day the frog will never counter it. One day.
Actually, what's funny about the Frog in Arbe is that he did hard counter Ted with the Arbe, and it's a little bit more alleviated. But he actually counters Scoop. I'm not sure if most people know this, but Arbe actually affects Scoop's auto attack. So
What?
yeah,
I did
it's-
not
it's-
know that.
What?
It's
No,
counted
you
as a
shitting me?
bullet. It's counted as a bullet. So if you're
Apparently
attacking
so.
the Frog with your sword, it reflects back onto you.
Is
Oh
that
my
a
amazing.
bug?
God.
That
So
has
you
to
can
be
leave
a
them for your,
bug. That can't
blessing.
be properly
No, it's
coded
intended.
into
Well,
it.
it's sort of intended because the way Scoop's sword works, it's a technical bullet, so bullets are reflected. And
Sword
But-
bullet.
This
Sword
is like
bullets.
why Arbe should not be a thing.
Yeah.
Like they removed it on Clunk a while back. Like the
Remove
reflect
it.
on the
Yeah,
Clunk.
the reflect
Anyone
on
remember
explode.
that?
Arbe explode, which was amazing. Actually, it's less
Yeah.
powerful than Frog's tornado, I think, but it's still it was crazy.
I'm
You
still
know, but
blown
that-
away by the Scoop being a bullet.
Yeah, it's
You
actually really
just
crazy.
broke
It goes to sound
walls.
game
Yeah.
afterwards.
That's weird. But Oz, was the topic that like upgrades that
wake
would
up, Oz.
counter things, or
It's okay,
upgrades
Dying
that
over
we
here. You guys are
don't
just
want?
roasting Durple and just...
Ah. He's just
Go
like he's
to
taking the
sleep.
hits for Durple. It's kind
I'm
of
taking
hard.
it, Durple. Don't worry, Durple. You just
Every
hang out.
damage
You be
upgrade on
you,
Durple.
Durple. You be you. You do
Go
your
with the-
thing, man.
Yeah, up on the buffed pillow. It's fine.
You
Buff
need a
it
few
by
more
5,
buffs. Don't
sleep.
worry. Sleep on the buff pillow for a while. You'll get your buffs eventually.
Oh man.
But
You get so buff muscles.
I don't know. I don't know.
games.
It was kind of an open-ended topic for the upgrades themselves because certain upgrades definitely counter other characters, as in Arbe can singly counter an entire character. I guess a big example of that would be Arbe Frog versus Lone Star. You think you're going to use your Trinomite or your Freedom Trinomite? No, that's not going to happen.
Or
Are they
freedom
so
bullets.
Your Freedom Bullets, yeah.
Freedom bullets.
Putin Puchenko, buy more bullets. Happy bullets. No, but Bull actually works surprisingly well
Yeah.
against him because
Counters. I love counters.
Yeah.
Yo, dog, counters. Yo,
I
dog,
love-
counters.
I love characters. I don't know. It just reminded me of that scene from Anchorman. I love Lamp. I don't know why
Oh.
for some odd reason.
oh,
The
But
first thing
counters.
is
Counters.
Okay.
not your
they go
granite
really well in
countertop.
bars.
Let's do this. Everyone go around and name one upgrade that counters a certain knot. And just for you, Oz, Techno Viking Helmet counters Durple.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Hold on. Let me see what counters a swig. Blaze, Cocoa Ball, knockback on Ted Shotgun. I could still keep going if you want.
Yeah, we're going in.
Lone Star Bull, any displacement, a Scoldier throw,
Skull the
Raven
Arrow,
Snipe.
pretty much.
any snare, scoop. What else do we have? A Raylan Rift. Man, wow. Swiggin seems to get countered by a lot of things now that I think about it.
Oh, yeah. What tier is he in?
Place can still move.
Alright, Trigger. Let's see. Let's give you a character. Since we stopped off on Raylan, what counters Raylan?
Well, Saw Blade, example. Then
Yeah, I can see it.
Airstrike, Cocoa Ball, Scalder Throw, Snare Bite, Froggy Dash.
Anything that can interrupt your snipe.
yeah.
Interrupt your
yeah,
planar
yeah.
vulnerability.
this all requires bad positioning from the Raylan.
Well,
Yeah.
you seem a little hurt about this.
Yes,
Are
I've
you
heard
getting a
that.
little bit
Oh, God,
upset
Nada.
about the
Biased.
counters on Raylan?
Biased.
Yeah, let's pick on Raylan now. Nah.
No.
Yeah.
Pick on
Don't worry,
Raylan
she
is
picked on me last
good.
night, so.
Raylan is best girl. You don't do anything to best girl.
Did not do anything to her.
No.
All right, Trigger, give a character to Nada, and he's gonna counter.
Scree.
All right. Well, if you want to counter a Scree, you want to make sure that you obviously want to slow him down. You want to keep him leveled. So Anchor, for instance, is really good because something you can actually abuse when you're countering Scree is that if he is lower than his intended goal and he cannot jump any further up, he's going to have to touch down before he can jump again. So you can pretty effectively just shut him down with any means of body blocking is actually a counter to Scree. Like just if he is stuck somewhere, counter him. You can use anything that will reward you for body blocking. Also, knockback blow is sick. It's just great.
And on the top of that list, Genji is a huge counter to Scree.
Genji's a counter character in general.
Genji is counter. Yep. That's it. That's the
Genji
statement.
is
Genji
the
is
counter.
Yep.
I'd say that Genji is the counter.
Counter.
1,
Genji's
2,
counter.
3, 4. Genji, the counter.
Two bodies. Walk into the bar.
Genji wants that.
What units
Yeah.
are we in? Is it freedom units?
Yeah, it's freedom units.
Yeah, freedom units.
Two freedoms. Walk into a Liberty Bar.
Oh, man.
America.
We're not talking about Ted yet.
Not yet.
Actually,
Yeah,
that's who is it? Dev's turn because then I'm gonna
Yeah, I
ask
think
you to
it is.
counter Ted with the freedom.
So we go ask Yuri because I have a
okay.
really good one. But yeah, for Ted, he's surprisingly he's really squishy at close range because he doesn't have any real means of escape besides, say, airstrike.
Escape? Have you seen his shotgun?
That's what's
Wait,
gonna
he
bring up-
doesn't.
not-
Ted McPayne
What
doesn't
hero
escape.
retreats?
Exactly.
Not Ted McPayne.
What action hero
Ah, jeez.
retreats?
Too crazy.
Baby Curry Mammoth. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Ted relies on knockback shotgun and airstrikes to keep himself safe for the most part, or out damaging the enemy. So if you have a lot of, I don't know, a little bit of CC to hold him down, but if you can out pressure him, that's the way you counter him. So that's either done by CC him and harassing and then putting focus on him, or just by going all in and having enough burst to really threaten him.
I think poke counters Ted
That works
pretty
too.
much. Just like it's ironically funny that regen counters Gnaw. It's like it's not anything, it's just regen, but it counters Gnaw really well, so.
That is
Well,
kind of
Naw's
sad,
more
actually.
of a specific character. You look
Let's
at
not talk
he's
about it.
based on DOT.
Yeah.
So,
Talk about him.
that being said, let's go around the room one more time. How would you counter a Ted? Deities.
Oh, I play Swiggin, so I just go in and Ted does nothing.
don't ask me how. I just do it. I just do
I
it.
just kill his face.
Okay, well, okay. I'll explain. If you upgrade Swiggin's auto attack, it's 200 per hit, so 20 of the old damage, and you can swing that thing and have a upgraded 5 or 7 second cooldown for your anchor hook, so 450 damage plus a mini stun, and that will knock him off of his
All right,
shotgun.
fine,
he only has
fine. You
shells.
win.
Yeah.
You win.
Yeah.
Fine.
You win. You
Fair
win.
enough.
You win.
Swiggins is a brawler, so is Ted.
Congratulations.
No, I will give it to Oz. Like, you are one of the people along with what's his name? Izzy's Ted. They like space their Ted attacks so well that you have to chase them to brawl them. And that mini space that they put between you and them, just walking backwards and shooting a shotgun for the knockback or spraying with a machine gun, does so much damage. It's like chasing a Genji. You don't realize how low your health is getting until you actually start brawling them. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's my problem with Genji. He's before I know it, I have 3 bars of health, and I'm questioning myself. What happened?
How does
What
he do
just
so much
happened
damage?
to me? Why am I so low? And then I see Genji just maniacally cocooning somebody and running away. It's like, I'm like, what? Why is he able to do these things?
The funny thing
Because
about
he's
Genji
Genji.
is he was one friend of mine. He explained it this way: Genji is like a mosquito. You have a hard time actually killing him. He just goes around and is annoying as hell, and sometimes he carries deadly diseases.
Yeah.
Sometimes he carries them.
Sometimes.
Only sometimes. It depends
Yeah.
who's playing the Genji.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's keep going. Trigger, actually, to keep on topic, how would you counter a Genji?
Well, a good initiation. Rely
So-
on his bad placement. Like,
Probably waiting till his cooldowns are up, right?
yeah. For Cuckoo, for example, I need to wait for it. Also bait that shield. Since you can't kill Genji and his team is on shield, you can win team fight. So bait his cooldowns and they just burst him down.
I think displacement also. The Scoldio throw, if they catch him, because he's good with, he's a spacer character also with his poke, he has to be on the right side of the map. If he's on the wrong side, overextended, you can easily body block that Genji and just go to town. His auto attacks. He'll be more focused on getting out than actually doing the auto attack damage. But Trigger, name, character for Natapop. We'll do one more round, and then I think we're running short on time.
Raylan.
Oh, Raylan. How to counter Raylan? Well, gather round,
I think
children.
we did this already.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Yeah,
you
we
did that. You did that.
No, everybody countered Raylan.
Yeah, everyone did that.
Except Swiggins.
Who haven't we done yet?
Sentry.
Scoop.
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 Oh, that's
Spoon.
Scoop is one of those characters that is, he's so solid that I feel like a specific counter is really hard to find. I'd say tankier characters do well because of his relative, like he's relatively low DPS after his initial burst. And I mean, sure, upgraded Scoop does a lot of damage, but like put that against an upgraded Clunk and it's pretty much just like it falls short. It's just not. I think that you need better brawlers and better HP pools to deal with that. And if you don't have that, then stay out of range and kite him as much as you can, because he is a melee character and you're gonna have the advantage with bullets of any kind, really.
Maybe silence. I just thought of that. If
Yeah,
they're building
silence
into,
is like
yeah.
silence counters everything. Like it's cheating. Come on, silence.
Silence
Yeah.
Pulse compared to Silence Cloud, though. In that case, Scoop can survive hits, so even if he does get silenced, he can usually take a few hits before he can use his skills again. And even then, if he builds Spam Hammer, oh my god, Spam Hammer allows him to zone so hard. Spammer.
Scolders hate.
Spammer.
Swiggins hate, oh my god, poor Swiggins
yep.
can't dive in.
Yeah. Clunks. Frogs.
Well-
Everyone. Everyone.
Everyone except
Good.
Turple.
Give more counters to the frog.
Yeah.
Frog does well enough. See, that's the fun
hey,
part.
We did it. We did love for Durple.
It's okay, Oz.
Fuck
Can't hear me.
Fuck the
Out is that way, and I'm going. See ya.
Scree
You guys are
guys.
terrible. You
Alright.
guys are terrible.
Last
There's a-
matchup.
there's a-
Give Devmon something good, Nata.
All right. I'll totally tell you to go ahead and counter Sentry. Was
Sorry,
mentioned
Sentry?
before. Sentry. Counter him
Alright.
for me.
So it depends on how the sentry builds. He can beat Boop or he can loop Zoop. Sometimes he can do the Zoopity off. But anyways, if he builds for Black Hole Burst and just Initiation, the best way to play against him is just your tactics, actually. So if he charges at the Black Hole, immediately stop damaging him, let him charge it up, and then punish him. Or if you want, punish him as much as possible, and then run away as fast as possible and let his Black Hole decay over time, and avoid the initiation.
Sentry's a masochist, though. He'll take everything that you do to him and turn it around. He'll be like, oh,
It makes him feel
good.
that tickles. Hit me harder. Oh, no.
Oh.
What am I going to do? Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at my bar. It's fully charged up. Hey, you guys
Sentry.
ready?
His name should be Sentry
Jeez.
McPain. He's
Sentry pick pain. Takes all the
True
pain,
robot.
gives it all away.
I don't know. Countering Sentry, it's...
And then DOT. DOT
If
is really
he's-
good against
Oh,
him.
yeah,
Whoa.
DOT.
Yeah,
DOT.
DOT on
No.
Sentry works very well.
No.
No, it's the best.
But
I provide you.
I don't know. If you find a Sentry alone, that's when you should capitalize. Even if he gets his Black Hole charge off of you. You know what? You already started attacking him. What, are you gonna just
gotta let him go away.
walk away with the charge? Yeah, really.
Sure.
Especially with the
Actually,
new
yeah.
system, the decay system that they have placed in, that's a pretty good strategy that either you go all in and escape, or just don't bother with him. He's not really a
It's
threat.
like sometimes it feels like kind of cute when he activates the shield, or if I'm Raylan and I'm like aiming at him and I just aim at something else. You
You
can
look
just see
up.
the disappointment in him jumping
Just
forward and then just
on
going backwards.
The one sad tear coming out of his
It's like,
robot eye.
Acidic tier, not
Yeah, just oil dropping out.
me sad.
I don't know. Sentry is easy to counter if you're in a 2v1 situation. You already attacked him. If he's charging, so what? You can kill him before he gets his Black Hole off. And chances are, if he's in a 2v1 situation, his team may be a little bit further back, so you're going to have some time to tank the Black Hole and escape.
Yeah.
Also
it's-
putting stuff on his teleport beacon. If you put mines and everything, and you have
Oh,
enough
yeah.
damage, yeah.
Like trying to
Oh.
like come here.
Silence trap. Oh my god,
Yeah.
silence trap.
Yeah, also Froggy, Penny, Vinny, good. Like from
Yeah.
escaping that black hole.
Vinny
Also-
can
yeah.
counter Sentry pretty well.
Also Genji with speed boost.
Yep.
Yeah.
Genji's
You
really
can
good,
slow
yeah.
down Black Hole with Rift. It's pretty fun.
Also Genji Cocoon.
Genji can stop that
Yeah,
charging process, yeah.
Yeah, you want that damage? Nope.
Oh yeah, it's awesome because he can have a fully charged black hole, but if you interrupt the black hole sun before it's completely charged, like the end animation, it'll go to 1 bar. So it's awesome.
Just to let you know so you can make sentries cry.
That's the
They cry.
job here. Like you gotta
Yeah, it
make
is.
I don't
sentries
know.
cry, and then in the next episode you come and tell us in the comments how many sentries you've made cry.
I cried
I
too.
think Genji just makes everybody cry. Every time I get Cocoon, I'm just like, God damn it, Genji.
And then the teammates fall up in the burst and kill you, yeah.
And then his
Oh.
whole team is just already on
You know
my
what?
ass.
I
and
did
I'm-
something really fun with a couple of friends. Basically, we went Yuri, Raylan, Genji, and we
Oh.
just stacked up all the
You're a
slow.
terrible
You're a-
person.
And
You're
then,
a
because they
terrible
were
shit,
stuck in
terrible
there for
terrible
so
person.
long,
I
we stacked
hate
up
you.
5 mines, and when they got out of the cocoon,
Oh, the image.
Ouch.
You're just a terrible.
How can you live with yourself?
Yeah, how do you
Well-
sleep at night?
well, I don't. That's
Do you
why
have
I'm here.
no
You're a
conscience?
vampire.
That's
No,
just.
no,
You leech
no,
up
not a dog
misery.
and not a vampire. What are you talking?
You're a
No,
dog. You're a dog.
You know what? I want to see that. I want to see someone send in a link to a video or something of them running that combo and getting someone trapped in a cocoon, putting a rift on them to delay it, and just stacking mines and get
Not
the
a
kill.
And then just
Please,
putting in
I want
chat
to see
with
that.
lunchtime fries.
You people are sadists. That's.
well, you play Turple.
Says the sentry.
I'm a masochist. I like the pain inherently.
Oz is a hippie.
I'm a hippie. Yeah, I'm a hippie.
Yeah, peace, man.
Please. Yeah, Scree's with you. I'm with you.
Also, before we
I'm
end,
with you, man. I'm with you.
Yaha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Who was
Just
saying
before-
something?
He's
He's
German.
German. He's German. He's German.
just
Before we
end out
end,
here,
what?
just before we end out here, I want to make one note because Fishman taught me this recently. That Penny with Spider-Bird badge counters Yuri because Yuri gets knocked down
Yeah.
by each and every individual shot
Oh,
with
yeah.
Spider-Bird badge.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
sad.
God.
That is sad.
And it
That's
affects
sad.
Wiggins too, so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sad.
Poor squid. Leave the squid
Poor
alone.
squid.
That's awesome and terrifying at the same time.
It
That being
is.
said, I believe that we are out of time. We're approaching the end of the hour.
Nah, we're not.
So we are gonna have to give our goodbyes and give a huge thank you to everybody who's
Yeah.
contributed to this. A huge thank you to Trigga. Thank
Yeah,
you so much for being on the
yeah.
cast.
Yeah.
We hope you had fun. Hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed everything.
Yeah. I'll
we
retreat to my potato cave,
We hope to see
smoking
you back.
potatoes. And
My
weed.
name is
Cannibalism.
Oz, and I will see you guys another time.
Thank you guys for listening. My name's Dedes.
Have
think-
a wonderful time as I'm Devmon and you're watching things that you're watching.
Oh wow. I watch me while I say goodbye. I
As
don't.
he
I
sinks
don't actually
under
fit
the
under my
desk.
desk, but I would totally do
No.
that.
Do it. Do it. Yes. Yeah. Thank you guys. It's awesome
Shoulder.
being here. It was awesome being here, and I hope to see you next time.
Take it easy. Yep.